So we're going to take questions for our budget grocery haul and meal plan. Once again, a lot of this is answered in our Dining on a Dime cookbook, but I know that there's specific things that, where's he going? He's leaving.
He's leaving.
He has left me. He's not giving me questions. Oh no. Okay, hold on. I understood that sign language. See, that's what happens. We're one, dear, after we've been married for 20 years. Oh, and I assume you have things like brown sugar and that kind of thing. Okay. All right. I just dumped the on there. Okay. So here's question number 1 for our budget grocery haul and meal plan. There's no way I can get meat for that cheap. Okay, guys, you can. You're just not looking hard enough. We did a video. My assistant went through the entire country, including Ireland, Canada, and Britain, all of them, and she found where you can get hamburger, ground beef, whatever you call it, for $1.99 a pound or less. Now, in some places, if you're in rural Timbuktu, you will have to drive. We had to drive 70 miles each way. I sound like my mother. I had to walk uphill both ways to school in the snow.
To you. Listen to you.
But we had to drive 70 miles to go get groceries. But let me tell you, we drove 70 miles to go get groceries each way, 1 day a month. We did about 6 hours worth of shopping and driving. Only about an hour's of that shopping was actual groceries because we did everything when we would go to town. So let's say 3 hours, 1 hour grocery shopping, 2 hours driving each way. So for 3 hours worth of work, we saved hundreds of dollars over going to the little tiny grocery store in our town that had bread frozen for $4 a loaf.
Well, I was going to say, be careful when you say, well, I can't find that here. Don't, instead of always thinking, well, I can't find this here. What can you find? What can I do? How can I adopt it? How can I stretch it? How can I do it a little bit different? Immediately, everybody comes up with the reasons they can't do anything. Be careful you're not using those reasons and those excuses as an excuse not to save money and not to, how do I want to say this tactfully? Sometimes we don't want to do the extra effort or work to figure this out and to try to do it. So, and I'm trying to say this tactfully, but be careful you're not using these things like you say, I can't find the price, or, that takes me too long. Sometimes those are just excuses not to do it.
Yeah.
And be careful. Think of reasons how you can. If you're serious about doing this, you're going to think, oh, I can't get hamburger that cheap, but I can get chicken really cheap. So I will just substitute the recipes with chicken recipes. Start thinking, I can get things on sale, think of things like that.
Tammy says milk is $4.20 a gallon here. Okay, that's expensive. So what would I do in that situation? In that situation, I would see if it's cheaper to use dry milk for baking.
Mm-hmm.
There's nothing wrong with using dry milk for baking. I can't stand to drink the stuff or have it on my cereal, but I could use it for baking. Mm-hmm. How much milk are you giving your family?
Mm-hmm. Can you cut back
They
on
don't
that?
need milk in their cereal and then milk just to drink.
How much milk are you wasting by letting them pour all the milk on their cereal and then pouring what's left down the drain?
Yep.
Think of these, how can I save on my milk then?
Yeah. And other things, like Mom did not put beans in her chili, in her quick and easy chili. You can add beans, and that will make it stretch further.
Beans. You could use only beans if hamburger's too much.
If you don't have hamburger and you can't find it,
use just
only
beans.
use beans.
Think of ways you can fix these things to make them work for you.
When you top your chili with cheese.
Oh, it matches your top.
When you top your chili with cheese, put some in that bowl there. You don't need a cup of cheese for chili, and I know that it's nice, but let me show you here. I have about, give or take, 2 tablespoons, maybe not even 2. Yeah, maybe 1 or 2 tablespoons of chili or cheese on my chili. That's all you need.
Yeah.
You just need the flavor.
You've got the flavor in there. You don't need any more for calories and extra. Unless you need the nutritional value and you haven't had that dairy for the day, then you can add a little bit more if you need to.
Yeah. Okay, did you have something, Mike, real quick?
Oh, sorry, I can ask you some of the questions.
Debbie wants to know, do we use brand name or generic? It depends on the product. Like, Mom only likes Campbell's tomato soup, and it does have a different flavor. But for me,
cream of chicken soup, I'll use the off-brand.
Yeah.
You know, so...
Macaroni, I don't get Kraft macaroni because I think macaroni is macaroni.
Cake mixes, I would use any kind of a cake mix with no
Oil,
Kraft
I just get regular. This butter I got because it was on sale, but normally I just get the Kroger brand. I got the Kroger
Test
sour
it
cream.
out and see. If it really is affecting your taste and you don't like it, then buy the other and save in another area then.
The Jiffy, 50 cents for the box. I forgot to mention that, but you know, is there even any other corn? I don't know if there even is. Normally I make it from scratch, but I don't know. Yes, dear?
Oh, I was just looking at, sorry, you keep going on, and then when I get to it...
Yes, you can use the Crock-Pot to make Mom's chili if you want.
Yes.
Amanda says we've been able to do this less this month. I've been spending $60 to $80 per week for our family of 4 instead of $200. Totally can be done.
Wow.
My fridge gets cleaned out once a week to make sure we're using all.
Wow, so Amanda just said she went from $200 a week down to $60 to $80 a week.
It's
you go, girl.
Very good. Way to go. That's good.
Barbara was confused, but you didn't say. She says, "How does the milk stay fresh for 2 to 3 weeks?" It has to go sour, I would think. But you didn't say 2 to 3 weeks, did you?
No, I did say 2 to 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Guys, look at your expiration date on your milk. This milk is February.
Well, you know what?
2020.
My mom just got a gallon of milk yesterday. It's March. It's the middle of March is what the date is, expiration
This milk
date.
is February 20. Today, in case you're wondering, today is 1/20/20, which I thought was kind of cool. Okay, today is January 20th. I've had this for 2 weeks. And it's February 27th.
Yeah. Another thing, if you're worried about that, pour a little bit in a couple of jars and put it in the freezer and then use what's left in there and then get it out of the freezer as you need it.
Someone was asking our financial planner. Our 2020 financial planners, guys, to help you pay off your debt and budget. The hard copy is on clearance. Living on a dime in the store. I only have 55 copies left. That's all I have left. But if you want a hard copy of the financial planner, those are 50% off. Or not 50% off, but they're on clearance. I don't know how much off they are. Can't remember how much I did for the full price. Okay, yes, dear.
I was going to say, I think you should maybe explain the kind of the price book concept, because a lot of people, I think, are stuck on, they can't get the organic gluten-free thing at the most expensive store today if they walk in the store right now.
Okay, so
they
let
don't
me
understand about when to get the cheap
Okay,
prices.
so let me explain how to get the cheap prices and the price book and how it works. Now, the price book is what I have done in my head for the last 30 years, and Mom has done in her head for the last 50 years. But I just put it in book form so that you could actually see it. And what it is I never buy a roast if it costs more than $2.99 a pound, period. So if roast, like last year, only went on sale once in my area for that price, I bought roast once and I stocked up, and we did not eat roast for the rest of the year, okay? The same with soup. We'll stock up on the soup, then we get the cheapest price. Now, if you're wanting to just walk into the grocery store today and get your special food that you want, your organic food, your whatever food, gluten-free, whatever, if you're wanting to just walk in and get these prices, it's not going to happen. You have to stock up your pantry, and I'm not saying buy 500 cans of tomato soup. I'm saying figure out how much tomato soup you use. If you use 1 can a week or 2 cans a week, then when it goes on sale for Thanksgiving, buy as many as you need to get you through to Easter when it goes on sale again. The price book here has 3 places for you to put your stores prices on there. And do it with a pencil, and then when you find a price that's lower than what you normally buy, erase it and say, this is my new stock up price. So, for example, if cucumbers are 80 cents each, and you go and see they're 50 cents each, you're like, oh, well, we're going to be eating cucumbers for, 2 weeks because that's a really good deal. So I'm going to stock up, and that's going to be our vegetable, okay? I hope that makes sense.
I was going to show
A
two
number
real
of
quick.
people are asking, since you're talking about the price book, can they buy it separately?
Yes,
By
you can
itself.
buy the price book separately now.
She has on the price book, see, it has like meats, and then she has bacon and ground beef, so you list the lowest price that you're able to find it. Then she's got vegetables over here, and she's got 3 stores listed at the top, so you can put 3 different stores in there. And this here is just her guide, kind of a general guide for you to go by. So it's really pretty simple. And she's got extra pages at the back for things she didn't, that's not listed in here that you want to add for yourself.
Yeah. Okay, so somebody wants to know, does this include gluten-free, dairy-free for me? For the most part, yes. The only difference for me is I buy a loaf of $5 gluten-free bread. This has 14 slices, and this usually gets me through 2 weeks because I just have 1 piece of gluten-free bread with an egg for my breakfast in the morning.
Okay, can I address this too?
Mother? Now, Mother.
People ask that all the time, but this is gluten-free. The lettuce is gluten-free. The carrots are gluten-free. The eggs are gluten-free.
This is gluten-free.
I mean, really, there's not...
Tortillas are gluten-free.
Yeah, there's very little that,
Rice Chex, milk, gluten-free, oatmeal.
Yeah, so when people ask it, I can't understand the reasoning behind it because all of this is mostly, really the main thing you got is the bread, really.
The only difference that I do is when I make like my tuna and chicken salads and those kinds of things, the family eats it on bread. I eat it on lettuce.
That's the way, you stop getting stuck in these special diets and think you have to spend huge amounts of money. Think, okay, maybe I can't have the bread, but it tastes really good, tuna salad on lettuce. So adapt. That's where, again, I'm saying, think about how can I adapt this to my needs and my family's needs.
Yeah.
Same thing with like vegan.
Yeah, same thing with
A
vegan.
vegan compressed hamburger is a lot more expensive than just beans and rice.
Yeah. This is 2 pounds of cheese. Some people were asking how big is that cheese. That's 2 pounds of grated. For me, grated is the same price as a block.
Yeah.
So if it's significantly cheaper for you to grate it yourself, then get it by the block.
Mm-hmm.
I don't. So
Jill Denise says she just had some fudge.
all right. Denise had fudge.
I gotta tell you.
And Jennifer wants to know the nutritional value of cake.
I agree with Jennifer.
Oh, Denise, guess what? I was totally out at Christmas of candy by the time I got here at Christmas time. Tawra had this big, huge thing of chocolate, and she said, I got this for Christmas. Well, I didn't get to eat any of it. They ate it all from me. But my aunt came over about 3-4 days ago, and she brought...
You got your whole thing of chocolate? Your
Not-
Cadbury?
No, not the one with the little pieces of candy in it. That big one, like the Russell.
Oh, that thing.
That
Oh,
thing.
yeah.
So I didn't get any of that. But my aunt came over. She brought, I weighed it just to see. She brought 15 pounds of chocolate. Rocky Mountain chocolate candy. 15 pounds for me. So.
Yep, there you go.
I'm a
Okay,
new
so
woman.
it was leftover, or it was tomato soup that Mom used for her chili. Do I freeze my meals when I make ahead? No, I do not. I don't like freezer meals. They're mushy, they're gross, I don't like them. But I do freeze ingredients. So if I get peppers, 10 for $1, I will buy all they have, slice them up and throw them in the freezer. If I get hamburger for $1 a pound, I will cook up 1 or 2 chubs and put it in my little baggie that I showed you and put it in a freezer bag and freeze it. So I will cook and freeze ingredients, but I don't cook freezer meals.
Yeah.
Wanda, I don't like the grease from the Fattier hamburger. What do you do with the grease? I buy the fatty hamburger, drain it off in an old can or in a cereal box or something like that. Then if you really want to degrease it, the rest you can take and run hot water and drained that off, and now you have 90% lean ground beef. I did a whole show on that. No matter what, it is still the cheapest to buy 70% hamburger and drain the grease off and then drain it off more with water than buying the 90%. Yes.
Nancy says, love, love, love my new full color cookbook.
Oh, Nancy
good.
loves. Yeah, so guys, the cookbook now, if you didn't know, thank you, Nancy, is full color. We have full color pictures in our Dining on a Dime cookbook here. And you can see, ta-da! So our full color hardcover right there, Dining on a Dime cookbook. Loving it. All right.
Stacy wants to know, do you freeze raw hamburger?
Yes.
Do we? Yes.
I usually cook it up though because then it's all done and
Yeah.
ready for me, but you can freeze raw hamburger too.
Okay,
And,
so
sorry.
go ahead.
Thelma wanted to know, how often do you buy chicken and meat? Did you say that already?
Well, I just buy it when it's on sale. So if chicken is on sale for me for $1.77 or less, I will stock up on 3 to 4 months. Usually meat goes on sale every 3 to 4 months.
I know a 5-pound tube of hamburger will last me about 8 months because I buy myself. So if I see it on sale, I'll buy me one of the 5-pound tubes. And, you know, that's how you figure it out to do it.
Okay, so let's see. Did you have any, Mike, while I'm grabbing some here?
Susan asked if you frost your cake.
Yes, I forgot the frosting, but, you know, I usually make homemade and it's like 50
But
cents.
if you're really
but
trying to save money, you can just sprinkle a little powdered sugar on it, and it's still
Yeah.
really good, you know, to do stuff like that.
So I was wondering, on the bread and the oranges, there was some commentary earlier where people were suggesting that, like, one loaf of bread won't last for 5 people for however long. Is that? Are you saying just one loaf?
Well,
of
no,
bread?
she's got
I
a
have
couple
2
of.
loaves right here for the week, but guys, we only use a loaf of bread for 5. We use it for
Jack's peanut butter sandwiches
Jack's
for
peanut
lunch.
butter sandwiches, and then the other half is for eggs and toast, and that's all we
And
use.
then she's got her gluten-free bread, so she
Yeah.
really has 3 loaves of bread here.
Yeah,
If
but I
you-
only use 1 for the family a week. So for 4 people, we go through 1 loaf.
Yeah, that's about right.
Yeah, you shouldn't. I mean,
But
if
now, okay, this is another thing. They don't use a lot of bread for stuff, but they may use something else.
But
like
we
she
use
goes
more
to
rice.
lettuce or rice.
Yeah.
So you know you have to adjust it for your family needs. You maybe eat sandwiches, which is perfectly fine every day of the week, or 6 days of the week. So then you'll need to get a little more bread but less rice, or something like that.
Yeah. Natalie says she tried our turkey recipe. It is so good and moist. Of course it is. It's the perfect turkey. We have the best turkey recipe ever. I don't care who else says they have the best turkey recipe ever. Ours is the best. And let me tell you, after 20 years of our cookbook and all of our viewers, they have not tried a better turkey recipe. You need to try our turkey recipe. It's delicious.
Sorry, Joanne says, you're such a classy lady. Shout out to Jill. Love when you're
Oh,
on.
thank you, Joanne. I miss talking to you guys because I can't see any of the comments, so I really hate it. So
Okay, let's see. What else do we have here?
IR 1003-1981 says, according to Prepper Princess, the meat is cheap every 12 weeks on a cycle.
Yeah, that's what I said. Yeah,
Okay.
meat goes on sale about every 3 to 4 months, 12 weeks, 16 weeks, however you do it. It just depends on where you live. Some places are going to have cheaper groceries. My assistant Heidi, her grocery bill can be easily $50 to $75 cheaper for the same things because she lives in Minnesota and not in Colorado. Mom, my sister-in-law in Kansas, same thing, $50 to $75 cheaper because they're not in Colorado. But I still find plenty of great deals, like 59 cents for the bread. So there's really no excuses.
Something else, the portion control is if you eat like 4 times as much as a normal person, then that's going to cost you more.
Yeah, so if you're overweight and you eat more, yeah, it's going to cost you more. Back to my husband could never survive on that. Okay, a lot of times when women say that and I'm talking to them or I go check their Facebook page, their husband is 350, 400 pounds. Okay, you're just going to have to accept that if he doesn't want to lose weight, or if you don't want to lose weight,
That's fine, but it will
you're
cost
going to
more.
pay more.
We're talking serving sizes, the proper serving sizes. The people, just like with the chili. Now that doesn't look like most people get a big, huge Dutch oven and do a huge amount of chili. This chili would last me for probably 3 meals, you know, and it should, because I've got 2.5 servings in the tomato soup, and then I've got the hamburger and stuff. So that is almost 3 meals of chili for me.
And here's proof. Rhonda, I have cut my grocery bill from $500 a month for 6 people to $180. Mother, you're
Way to
slowing the draw.
go!
There.
Slow the draw.
$180 a month. You go, girl.
That is good. And you know, we're having people say too, they're doing this proper serving sizes and they're actually losing weight and saving money.
I need to start practicing that. I know, you can say it.
Problem is when you're testing a cookbook and you cook 5 bread recipes a day.
I know. I'm retesting recipes for the sequel to Dining on a Dime, and I have made 6 loaves of Amish bread since yesterday, and we have determined we cook better than the Amish. Sorry, not to brag, but oh my goodness. So I have no excuse. I have no excuse.
So Shelly says, I love you guys. You've made me think about every dime I spend. Thank you. You've made a huge difference in how I spend my money. God bless you all for doing what you do.
Thank you. That is so, I like you said that, because that's it. And you need to think about this. It's just not an automatic, you're not a robot. You need to think about it and adapt it to what you need. And that's a perfect example, so that's really good.
So my sister-in-law Shayla says, so you're saying a 12-pack of Dr. Pepper a day is not a serving size? No. You guys don't know, my brother and sister-in-law do have a Dr. Pepper problem.
Yes.
We love them anyway.
We've tried to have intervention. It hasn't worked yet.
Hasn't worked. So Julie says, I'm ashamed to say how much I was spending. I got it together, Tara. Use the
Very
groceries
good,
in my
Julie.
house and
Yeah.
quit eating out. Okay, Julie, how much were you spending? You got to tell us how much you were spending and how much you're now. We got to know. We got to know. Okay, yes, dear. Did you have one?
No.
Okay.
No.
Let's see. We have, go to the discount bread store. Yeah, Angela, they used to be a whole lot better than they are now. It just depends on your, and guys, a lot of this depends on your area and your stores. Some places have really, really good outlet type grocery stores or farmers markets. Our farmers markets here are horrible. Their prices are ridiculous. I would never shop at a farmer's market to get a good deal in Colorado, but when I visited Pennsylvania, they had great deal. So you know,
again, adapt it to your area and what your needs.
Margaret is testifying for me. Oh, elbow. You gotta look at the elbow. No, we're not looking at the elbow. There!
Oh.
Tara is right about the turkey. After 57 years of mediocre turkey, my last 2 turkeys using her method has been fantastic.
Do you know how many people would say my husband would never touch turkey, and then they bake it like ours because they're so dry.
Yeah.
Normal ones are so dry, and ours are so juicy. You can't even cut them. The meat just falls off the bones.
And
so.
it's actually Mom's turkey recipe. I'm just the one that promotes it a lot, but yes, it's actually Mom's turkey recipe. So let's talk serving sizes real quick here. So this macaroni and cheese has 3 servings in it, okay? How many people sit down and eat the whole box themselves?
Or a half a box even, yeah.
This tomato soup, 2.5 servings.
But a lot of people eat the whole can.
But they'll eat the whole can. 1 egg is a serving. 2 pieces of regular white bread is a serving. 1 piece of the big fancy bread is 1 serving. So
a serving according to who? I'm sure people are going to wonder, because a few people are...
According to nutritionists who are helping you keep your weight under control.
Isn't it also the FDA or
Yeah,
something?
the FDA. I didn't want to say that because everybody's going to say, the FDA. Well, guys, you know what? You got to go by something. The FDA guidelines are reasonable. It's absolutely reasonable. When it says, I think 6 or 8 servings of grains a day, think about it. You have 2 pieces of toast for breakfast. You have 2 pieces of toast for your or bread for your sandwich at lunch. And then you have a cup of rice for dinner.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's not unreasonable
No.
at all. So, okay. Yes, did you... Oh, I thought you were waving at me.
No, but Polonia said I did the turkey recipe for Thanksgiving and it was so good. Thank you so much.
Yay!
I love to hear you guys
And-
say that to let other people know.
And Gloria says made your honey chicken for the first time last week. My son loved it. We'll certainly make it again.
Yeah, our honey baked chicken, Dining on a Dime cookbook, that's our #1 recipe at livingonadime.com. You can go check it. Just type in honey baked chicken. It's our #1 recipe.
Okay, Tanya says, this is so off topic, but we just bought a new house. It has a gas stove, my first one ever. Having issues adjusting my cooking to it. Do you have any tips?
So she wants to know, how do I adjust my cooking to a gas stove? You just have to keep cooking on it until
practice.
you figure it out.
I had the same
I
thing
did
happen,
too.
and I had to just keep working at it. So
Yep. Shauna paid off her car loan. Okay, elbow. Woo!
did I do it right?
You did it right.
Oh,
Very
wow.
good. Okay, good job, Shauna.
The job requirements here are horrible.
All right, 2,000 calories is a serving, or
That's the high end.
is the high end for daily allowed calories for a normal, not active but not sedentary either, normal type person. Okay, alrighty. Now, yes. Oh, I thought you were waving at me
Ooh,
again.
Karen stuff says 3 more payments and my house will be paid off 100% debt free.
Oh,
Karen
way to
has
go,
3
Karen.
payments?
Very good.
Woo!
Be sure to let us know when you get it done.
So Julie says, last year we spent an average of $586 for groceries and 3... Oh my. Okay, hold on. Need to get my nitro here. Okay. I'm okay. Julie, good for you, girl.
You need to be our poster child here.
She was spending $586 for groceries and $357 eating out for a family of 3. And
Yeah.
she's got it down.
Way to
she
go.
didn't
Now
say
that
what she's
was
got
a
it
lot
down.
of work, and you did
go,
good.
girl.
I mean, seriously,
That
was
is
really
great.
good. And that just shows that it can be done. She stopped making
Yep.
excuses, and she started trying to work at it. And
Yep. All right, let me see what else we got. They want to know how long you're staying till next week.
I go home a week from Wednesday.
So, she's been here a very long time. Oh, sorry. I'm only kidding.
Yeah, right.
So I kind of already answered, but Jan said most people I know don't measure out their servings. What I was saying is, it's true, but sometimes it's helpful to measure them out if you're, especially if you think you might be eating too much.
Yeah, measure your serving sizes if you're eating too much.
And you only have to do it
Or
for
if
like
you-
a couple of weeks, because then you'll get the idea of what a serving size is for most things. So it's not like you have to do it forever,
Yeah.
Because especially like our cereal bowls are 4 cups.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
that's way more than
Yeah.
one serving
Watch
of
your
cereal.
dishes, because the dishes are way too big now. And
Okay,
glasses.
so Sophia and Tracy and several other people. Serving sizes is a big problem with my husband. Fighting is involved. He is overweight but won't eat less. It makes me spend more on food. Then spend more on food. If he does not want to lose weight or is not motivated to lose weight, it is not worth saving an extra $100 or $200 a month. You're going to spend that in counseling. So until he makes the decision that he wants to have a proper serving size, that's totally up to him. But just don't nag him about it. That's fine. But what we're saying is, when we tell people we did 105 meals for $50, these are regular serving sizes, okay? So just don't email us saying, well, that's never going to work for me. No, not all of this does work for
every single
everybody.
person.
This would be a month's worth of food for Mom by herself. Take it you're starving, Dave?
Yeah, I forgot to eat.
Bananas. He's got the chips. He's eating most of the chips and
Bananas
other
are
bananas.
really good. No, Jack ate all these. This is not me.
Yes.
Lisa said, my daughter says her husband wasn't excited about the turkey. He said it didn't seem like traditional Thanksgiving because the turkey he grew up with was dry.
Wow, I've never heard of anybody complaining because the turkey wasn't dry. That's hilarious. It's okay, Julie. My heart was able to handle it. I'm only messing with you. Actually, I think that's great.
I
Because
think
the
it's
problem
unbelievable.
is people keep making excuses,
Yeah.
and so
And I get so proud of our viewers when they give us
I think that's
things
great.
like this because you are working really hard.